Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's playthrough of Open General. I thought I'm gonna do something special today. I want to do a quick guide regarding the game, installing it. I'm gonna try playing a tutorial campaign that is available in the LXFE file. And the reason for that is I want to cleanse my palette because I messed up my what do you call it, playthrough, because I lost the core unit that was gifted to me in this Turkish campaign. So in the first mission, in the Battle of Elistino, if I go to HQ and I click on core units, this unit here, the Savari cavalry, they are here. I lose them in the next scenario in the Battle of Domokos, and ever since I lost them, I had a hard time gaining anything above tactical victory. So this means that I'll have to be restarting and redoing the Turkish campaign before continuing my playlist. So I wanted to do a special episode without outside of Turkish campaign to explain to you how to download the game, where to find it, and so on and so forth. So go to Google, open General, open the main website. Number one, donate to the project, please. Let's keep it alive. It's a very good game. Luis Guzman is a wonderful man for keeping it alive and transferring all of the previous general files into this open version. Basically, he converted Panzer General 1, Allied General, Pacific General, Panzer General 2, People's General, all went to in this one package, which is Open General, which is what we're playing. And on the main website, once you donate it, you should consider joining the forums too, to join the community, talk to the people, wonderful people there. It is Randove and Non that watched my previous episode and basically pointed out that I messed up by losing the cavalry unit, which I did. They came up with an interesting rule: is if you have a single core unit, you have to keep it as the iris of your eye. If you have 10 core units, well, you can afford to lose some. Never mind more than that. So the less core units they have, the more important they are. So then, once you donated, check out the documentation. I suggest reading everything you find here to best understand the game. And or you can go straight to downloads, and in the downloads there are several hyperlinks here. I'm going to keep it simple for now. Click on complete installer, all-in-one installer, and it will suggest that you download an exe file. Put it wherever you want, and then, for example, I put it here. And this is the structure of the game folder. So it has the two exe files. One is the newest one, and the RC file is used for playing, let's say, old versions of certain equipment files. For example, there is an equipment file here with some equipment files with certain Japanese campaigns that just won't start up on the new exe file, so I use the old RC to start them. For example, in the challenge campaign e-folders, there is a challenge campaign e-folder, I forgot which one, that has the Shogun General, which is the Royal Japanese Navy campaign, I think, or the Imperial Japanese Navy, I'm sorry. It's either the IGN or like just the Japanese invading army, I think. Anyway, just so you know, two different exe files, with the RC one being used for specific old style campaigns. Now, moving on, it also has icon tool for editing icons and OpenSuite to edit scenarios, make your own scenarios and campaigns. I'm not too good at it yet, so don't touch it for now. The main stress point for this folder that you're seeing now is that these are the e-files. Now you will notice that I have way more than when you download and install it. It's because I downloaded a lot of extra files. For example, I took Gooseleak's 3 e-folders. Gooseleak is a Polish uncle, I would say, who made 3 e-files spanning different campaigns. He is the only one who successfully converted all of People's General's campaigns into open file format, because by default you have only one campaign in the open, where is it? Open pack. In the original open People's General e-file, there is only one campaign where you play as the NATO, whereas Gooseleak, he transferred all of the original and additional campaigns from People's General, for example, New World Order, Blue Lotus, Eastern Campaign, Railroaded, everything. Rest in peace, Gooseleak. This man has been dead for a long time now. He passed away, I think, from old age. Y'all can visit Google Open General PL and you can find his Polish website where you can download these e-files. And Xeno General is probably my favorite e-file made by Duke Falcon, I think Romanian national, who did something very special, which I'll have to make a separate episode on, and Adler Corps, and the challenge files. So the challenge files are specifically modified campaigns that present in themselves challenges, as opposed to the original campaigns where they are taken from within the previously mentioned e-files. That's again for a future video, because you need to play Open General very well to attempt the challenge campaigns. They are way harder than the default campaigns that you can find in these e-files. So download, install, this is the folder, Open General exe, double click and you get Open General. So we've been playing Kaiser General so far. Within Open General, obviously the leftmost lower button, select equipment, will show you the file structure of all the e-files that you can select here. So we are currently in Kaiser General, which is here, but we will switch to LXF, the default equipment file for Open General, so that we can click on campaign and play a 3-scenario long tutorial campaign called First Steps. This campaign's purpose is to introduce you to the most basic and important concepts, especially in terms of types of units inside of Open General. You can pause and read this text, but it kind of mentions the types of units we'll be working with, like Recon class, Infantry class, and Artillery class. So read at your leisure. I'm gonna scroll down for you, you can pause and then click OK. And so this is a very short scenario, 8 turns maximum for tactical victory, but we're gonna aim for brilliant victory, which should be less than 3 turns. If you press R, we have no prestige, nothing to purchase, so we have to use the forces available to us. So obviously we open up with Recon, we will see that the victory hex is occupied by Soviet units, Soviet infantry, and it is overwatched by a mortar. So before attacking, I'm gonna shift down and try and engage them to gauge if I'll encounter any enemy fire. And I did. Kind of messed up here. I shouldn't have fired, I should have just reconned, or immediately went here, fired, and then went away. Anyway, we start bombarding the victory hex to prepare it for a direct assault, because we want to push the enemy out of the victory hex instead of just destroying it, so that the enemy... Wow, I lost. Well, no, actually not. Shifty. Let me restart, I'm very sorry. I want to show you the way it's done proper. I recorded this episode once and then I made a mistake in the next scenario of this tutorial campaign and I regretted it and tried restarting, but now I understand that I just need to chill. This isn't too serious, just play it as is and, you know, explain everything as you go along. But in this case, I do want to show you the best way to do this scenario. But I think I made the mistake again, because... No, it's okay. Okay, so one turn brilliant victory. And I had 0 prestige, so you have got a brilliant victory. You'll receive a tank as a prototype to add strength to your army. You'll receive enough prestige to buy a 10.5 centimeter leichte Feldhaubitze 18 artillery with trucks. So it is very important to pay attention, unlike some, to pay attention during gameplay for any kind of clues that might be given to you from the campaign or scenario designer. For example, here, this is not just a simple victory text. This text tells you what comes next and gives you a suggestion, which you can ignore, but I don't see why we should. Click OK. This is the prototype we're about to receive. You got now a powerful Panther tank. Use it wisely. To win, you must take the Russian victory hex. And then it explains the tank class, which again you can read for yourself by pausing. I do have to mention the main specialty of the tank class is its innate overrun ability. Is that when a tank finishes off an enemy unit, it can keep moving and attacking as long as it has fuel and munitions. So one of the main skills of playing Open General is to soften the enemy in such a way that you basically line up multiple wounded enemy units so that a tank unit can roll in and just start taking them one by one until it runs out of munition or fuel. This way you take care of multiple enemy units while gaining a lot of experience for the tank. Let me see. Okay, it told us to buy a leichte Feldhaubitze there, 18 with trucks, it said, I remember, right? So have mules, Opel Blitz. I should get an Opel Blitz just for the 10 hexes of movement. 8 is good too. This trucked, half trucked. 370, 396. Let's get this so that we have a nice clean 100 prestige left over. Okay. Are you sure you want to close the initial HQ and deploy for battle? So this time Brilliant Victory 5 turns instead of 3, so let's not hurry. Let's use the first 3 turns to scout out the area, understand the enemy, and try softening it up so that we can go for the neck in the last, in the 4th and 5th turn. We're gonna put the recon up front, put the tank here, 3 infantry, and both artilleries in behind so that they can move up and catch up while we recon. So now, okay, you come here, and you come here. Let's just do it slowly. Okay, there's a tank. Press tab to see what the enemy sees. So it is recommended to stay out of enemy vision to avoid triggering its scripts. If I keep my recon here, the next turn the enemy will start doing something for sure, because it sees me. There's no logic in being passive when you sighted me and you have a tank, so probably the enemy will try attacking with a tank. So I need to move my recon away, and I could go here, but what if the enemy, since it has some infantry in this wood, what if it has a infantry somewhere here, which will also be able to see me through these hexes? So I'm just gonna pull back the recon to here. Meanwhile, I'll move up my infantry like this and like this. I should have moved my infantry first. And this infantry, press H to understand. Okay, this hex is sighted, this is a city. I'll put them in the bush just in case. Okay, let's see if a script will trigger, or if it's a-okay to stay out of sight. Shift E. Yeah, script triggered. I guess the script was no matter what, start attacking. Let's move in here. Nothing, huh? Interesting. No enemy. Well, let's start bombarding. Move here. Move up. I'm gonna take losses to further soften the tank, because I want to kill it. And let's risk it. Aha. That is not cool. What kind of transport they have? Probably it's... I'm gonna start positioning. Okay, I see. I'm starting to position my units in oh, okay, artillery. And they have support ability. Very interesting. Pull infantry. Do mine have to? Okay. Alright, so this is kind of the picture being painted here. H, am I visible? Oh, this is bad. I hope they can't engage me here. How much? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll reach here. So I'll let the turn run and see what happens next before I open mouth again. Now, if we press S, then we will see that on the whole map we only need to take one victory hex. So I could worry about like attacking this infantry, that infantry, but this is the victory hex that I need. So what needs to be done also, I forgot to use the recon as a behind the lines. My tank is very strong, so it doesn't really care. This place. Eyes on the prize. Boom. Brilliant victory. Like in this resolution window, once you end the scenario, whether by winning or losing, what you can do is at the bottom there are several buttons. For example, this. What does this do? Show briefing in a larger window, or which I prefer to do is click the map icon so that we can review the scenario. So I mentioned this in my previous video. I think that I'm obsessed with inflicting damage, but the core of the game is following through with the task of the scenario at hand, and in this case it was taking a victory hex. So as the Canadians say, auda celer, I think if I pronounce it right, we shouldn't hang back and resolve some kind of local battles, and instead of just, as long as there is one victory hex, which in case it is, just charge forward and do whatever you can to gain entrance to this hex within the same turn. So I was like, oh, let's do 3 turns setup, and then the last 4th and 5th turn we do battle. But no, 2 turns was enough for me to displace the enemy out of the victory hex and take it, which granted me a brilliant victory. Anyway, let's move on. What does it say here? You have got a brilliant victory. In next scenario, you use for the first time aircrafts. Okay. Let's see what else they'll tell us. The Russians are counterattacking. You must defeat them and then take their victory hex. You have air support with 1 fighter, 1 recon plane, and 2 bombers. Especially the U-87G1 bomber is suitable to fight enemy tanks. Aircraft have in most e-files, beside ammunition, also a limited amount of fuel. Make sure that enough fuel is available to reach the nearest own airfield. Aircraft can resupply only at own airfields. And then fighter class, tactical bomber class. Again, you can pause and read the fighter classes, but first of all, fighter classes are airplanes designated to kill airplanes, and tactical bombers are kind of multi-role, but again, more stress on killing units, whereas strategic bombers, which is another class, is suppression unit, a unit that bombs a hex either to break it, for example, if it's a breach, or to inflict heavy suppression on the enemy so that you can follow up with an attack. Okay, everyone, I have 500 prestige, everyone is up to strength, and no one gained enough experience for me to overstrength them. So let's just keep going. It didn't tell me to it didn't tell, so yeah, in the HQ, in the headquarter UI, top right corner, you have the view strategic map where you can preview the battle you're about to fight, and this is how it looks like. So we have 1 Junkers, I think it was, 1 recon plane, we have an AA gun, our Panther here, unless it's a bug, and these are the placement hexes. And this is the so this is the last scenario of the campaign. I don't see why we should be holding back, and we have 500 prestige, so I say we purchase something. Tank cannot be upgraded, right? It's the best. Yeah, I think it's the best. Right click on the right side are your units, and if you right click them, you get the info panel. On the left side is the purchasing screen, so you can compare. So we have, okay, yeah, ours is better based on alphanumerics. Panzer 2G, 5G, this is 5A, so ours has more fuel. What else is better? Better wars, yeah, better defenses. Better defenses. Okay, so we shouldn't upgrade our tank. Instead, we should just purchase a requisition unit. How much is this? 1,500. Oh my god. Panzer 2, Panzer 3, recon. Did we lose recon? No, we still have our recon despite. Oh, we try. Okay. Oh, maybe we can. What is this? 2, 3, 3. 2, 3, 2. This, we will upgrade our recon. This one is better. The 233 Sonderkraftfahrzeug 233. I forgot. I think it's because it has that 20mm cannon, or even a bigger one. The Panzerhaubüchse 41, Panzerbüchse 41, I think. This is a 232. So this probably has, and it is an Achtrad. It's like 8-wheeler. And this is a maybe, I don't know, half truck. Anyway, let's not get in too deep into it. I'm not a big expert enough to remember weaponry at top of my head. I just wanted to say this so that you can understand that the people designing this, like Luis Guzman himself and others like Randova and so on, they don't sui bien. They do not just put names onto the units. They put names with purpose, especially when it comes to historical e-files like LXF. So if you know the difference in real life between these two vehicles, you can conclude that the 233 will be better, as we can see here. Mine has 5 soft attack, this one has 10. Although less munition. I'm gonna upgrade. We pick our recon and we press middle button on the right side, 2 stars upgrade unit, and then we go to 252. On here you can see how much it costs. So if it's 0, that means it's kind of an equivalent. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So if you click if there is an I next to the name of the unit and you click on the I, you get an encyclopedia entry regarding the unit. Also, we can do this then. What I just said, the Schwerer Panzer Spähwagen, heavy armored reconnaissance vehicle. Okay, it's a 20 millimeter KWK 30L 55 autocannon, and this then, what is this? And this, yeah, it's that what do you call it? Oh, sorry. 7.5 cannon. It's that Panzer Drei, I think, or was it Panzer II? I forgot. It's a serious. It's basically a tank cannon on top of it. Anyway, should I upgrade? Why is this so much better? It's probably combat support. Oh, it lends itself. Okay. Okay, the others don't, and this is 250. I want firepower. I'm gonna upgrade my recon so that it serves as a kind of half tank. Although the armor is the same, so it can't really battle. But why it's good is that it will help me in terms of, again, clearing out forest or killing infantry or even better artillery. Or what I could do is purchase another recon so that I can pincer the artillery from the south and north by using 2 vehicles. Maybe I should do that. I'm gonna upgrade and I'm gonna purchase another recon. Which I cannot afford. That sucks. Then can I afford? No, not now. 228. What is this? Construction battalion. Armored grenadiers with a car. HQ grenadier or something. What are the grenadier? Okay, so maybe I should get more grenadiers with bikes, with this Opel Blitz. Sonderkraftfahrzeug 3 then. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Everything else is too expensive. Okay, 1 extra infantry unit and a stronger recon unit. Let's see how this works out. Are you sure you want to close the initial HQ? Doing so will end your first turn unless you have units to deploy, in which case your first turn will end after. Okay, so this is a special case. In this scenario, the enemy will attack first. So let me place tank. Does this have combat support? I guess by default. Okay, I'm gonna place you front and you behind because you reach far. You go back. L. Rough. Okay, you go back here. And I'm gonna place my 2 units like this. You guys hang back. Okay. Oh no. Okay, yeah, and yes, I was right. Okay, the enemy comes in. Enemy comes in. Airplane bombs me. No, it gets countered. Gets countered again. Okay, impressed. Reinforcements have arrived. Interesting. Okay. A, if you press A, you engage air mode, which you can see here in the top left corner. Once air mode is engaged, you can turn on an option, which I did, to highlight the air unit hexes. This is a TAC bomber. This is a fight. No, this is a tactical. This is also tactical. This is a recon, probably, right? Success. You are a fighter. Very good. I'm gonna use you. What is this? Okay, Wolf. 190. Okay, let's go. Can you? But before I attack, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that you die. Okay. So then you can follow up. No, X. Okay, so what? You can attack? No. Neither can you, neither can you. Okay, so these tags. Let's recon first. Oh, wow. Ooh, okay, so we know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. We need to bomb the Katyushas, because we don't want this hail to drop on our heads. And yeah, and we are going into the back all the way. We're gonna hook around and strike from the behind. Okay, you two come down. Okay, and got 9 munition. Let's start with the tank, because it is. Kill it. That's a shame. That's a shame. But okay, combat support from the cavalry, but what can I do? You guys stay put, because you need to get entrenchment. And these two units have to guard the approach to the victory hex. Shift E. Trying to. Yes, yes. Oof. But the tanks are strong, so overrun is about to happen, I think. Maybe not. Okay, withheld it. Good stuff. Move forward. Okay, okay. So what I need to do is soften up this tank, soften up this infantry, and then my tank has enough munitions. It will take these 3 units. That's what I want. So again, I'm gonna use. Can you? Yeah, please. Finito la commedia, no? Finito la commedia. Thank you. You come here. Soften up this guy. Soften up him. Soften up him. Soften up this unit. Okay. Do this. Yes. And because I think what happens is if I attack the enemy artillery in the back, it kind of disrupts the script and the AI will hold back and try to reinforce the artillery. I think something like that. Okay, these are softened well enough. This won't do much. Okay, so let's try this. These guys went away. This sucks. I won't be able to. This tank is very strong. Okay, kill the tank then. If I can't do overrun, we'll just have to manually take out each unit then. Not much to say about this. Shifty. Okay, and then I'll have to also counterattack. More tanks. Okay, good defense. Very good. Okay. This should have phased movement, yeah, because it's a recon plane. So that means if we do this, nice. Let's finish him off. You have munition, two more shots. You stay out of sight, tap. Yes, very good. Stay out of sight. Maybe this is how I get brilliant victories. If I totally should do this. Okay. Okay. All of you shoot him. Fly over here. Shoot him. And okay, good. A, 4 left. You'll kill. Okay, let's soften up the units. Okay, and you... Scheiße. You do this. And you do this, yes. Okay, so 4, 4, 7. 3 like this. Let's try. So, 1, 2. Okay, and because I got this, I should have moved down. I thought about moving between them, but then this one would have supported me. So because I got counter supported by the enemy, I think this disrupted my extra move. Oh, also, I think it's half ammunition if you do overrun. I really wanted to take the third one, but alas, we'll have to do as is. Okay, you guys just stay put then. I can't, I have no prestige, so just... Okay, you guys stay put too. Next turn I have to take, or I won't be able to withhold the Soviet wave. Because the AI is doing something similar to me. Like it's trying to hook around, it's trying to find the one single entry point so that it doesn't have to fight all my units, but just take that one victory hex. Because if it does, then that's that. Okay, so Judgment Day, come on, 1, 2, please, 3, die, boom. There you go, brilliant victory. Congratulations, you finished the tutorial campaign successfully. So, despite we were taught different types of unit types, different kinds of unit types, but the main message of the tutorial campaign is what I demonstrated throughout the all 3 scenarios, is that if you see a lot of enemy units, or like, do not get carried away by wanting to destroy. The mission is stated at the beginning, so if it is take victory hex, then that's what you go for no matter what, as long as it doesn't kill too much of your own force. I would have 0 chance to withstand this amount of enemy units in this scenario, so my only solution was to, like in boxing, to make a hook strike into the enemies behind. And that's what I did. I utilized the air units given to me not to destroy enemy armor, but to soften up the enemy's garrison in the victory hex and follow up with my new and shiny recon unit, which in retrospect means that I did the right thing by upgrading my recon into the strongest available, which was which went from 5 soft attack to 10, which is exactly what I needed here. Okay, so this is the tutorial campaign. We press escape, press yes. This is an after action report for the whole tutorial campaign. It tells you the sequential number of the battle, the name of the scenario, sequential number within the editor, I think, within the guts of the game, the result, 3 brilliant victories, and also whenever you received prototypes, which we did after the first scenario. And it sends you back to the main, what do you call it? It sends you back to the main screen of the equipment file. So what else is there to say? I think I should be wrapping up here. I hope I was succinct enough in helping you understand how to go about getting the game. Once again, Google Open General, go to the official website, donate to Luis and the team to keep it alive. Go to documentation, read through all of these parts, especially Open General School, which is very cool. We could open up all the PDFs for now. Maybe we'll take a look in a second. And then go to downloads and choose complete installer. Once you've done the complete installer, and if you want to add on more e-files, you remember to put the e-files into the Open General game folder like I did here. I'll demonstrate how to download them. Give me a second. So in the download subsection, there is a individual e-files hyperlink, which you can click. And what's happening here? Why? So not sure. And once you get to this subsection of separate individual e-files folder, you'll see how many there are. Apart from the, I think the innate ones, the default ones are the first 7, I think, or something, like Atomic for sure, all GCW, COMWW2, LXF, all of them are for sure innate. Whereas Lupo and NoCorp, you have to do it individually. Special packages, what do we have here? Okay, CC pack, which is a zip file filled with it's a zip file that is filled with campaign challenges, which you can see here. Okay, this is what I'm going to show before signing off. Let's do this. So once you put the campaign challenges pack into your game folder in the e-file browser inside the program, I changed the name of the CC pack to Z so that it is at the end of the, alphabetically at the end of the list. And then if you click plus to unfold it, you'll see all these campaign challenges. So let's pick a random one, CC07, Crusade in the West extension campaign, or Crusade in the West extension campaign. This is a short one, this is a long one. Interesting. No, I don't want this. Show me something classic. Stalingrad, Sappers, Diggers at War. Diggers at War, remember this name. So this is campaign challenge e-file 12. If we go in LXF e-file to campaign selection and we scroll down enough, where is it? It must be here, I remember. There. So the original campaign is from the Australian side, made in honor, note spelling, of my 2 favorite Australian Australian Steve Brown and Mad Mike Thorne. Thankfully, Mad Mike has not been corrupted by American influence like poor Steve has. Interesting. This is a personal note by the campaign designer William Dickens. But here, Australian campaign from Tobruk to, and what do you call this? I forgot. And basically, it means that within you start out in 1941 in Tobruk with the Australians, and who knows where you will end up by the last scenario. So this is the original campaign, and then if you click in the campaign challenge subfolder and find it under number 12, so you get a change of the splash screen, specific equipment e-file, click on play campaign, there you go. Australian campaign, Diggers at War, Bill Dees fantabulous Australian campaign from Tobruk to who knows where, made in honor, same. Also 20 scenarios, but I believe it is slightly modified, and which makes it harder to play. That is the point of campaign challenge e-file. And all of these e-files are like that. There is a lot of them. Some have a single campaign, some have more, some have like the classical Blitzkrieg campaigns, Blitzkrieg Plus with 46 scenarios, and some have other classical campaigns like Diggers, and some have lesser known campaigns like, where is it? Estonian War of Independence, which is an interesting campaign that I'll get to later, hopefully. Baltic General. It's an e-file that I couldn't find, so I'm assuming whoever was making this campaign challenge did this one single campaign but gave up on, or maybe it was discontinued, doesn't matter. So then you go here, and Estonian War of Independence and Intervention from 1918 to 1920. 41 scenario for Estonia. Love it. Anyway, folks, this has been Open General, and thank you for tuning in. Do the YouTube thing, please. I really want to see more people interact with me through YouTube. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and eventually, once I don't know, get more time or more funds for this project, I'll try hiring editors and whatnot. But this was a small guide, and after this guide, I think on Wednesday we'll continue with separate videos of replaying the Turkish campaign. And once I get to my current scenario, which is the retaking of Edirne, but with proper brilliant victories whenever they are, and without losing my core unit, then I'll continue uploading into my Turkish campaign e-file. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, and wish you all the best.